Hello, Market Club members everywhere. Adam Hewison here, president and founder of INO.com and co-founder of Market Club, with your midday update for Thursday, the 24th of January. Wow, what a blockbuster report last night from Apple. Absolutely, Apple implodes down over 10%. Doesn't look good. We've been talking about this all morning. Netflix explodes on the upside, making Carl Icahn $250 million this morning. And Starbucks reports after the bell. Plus, the S&P 500 moves over 1,500 for the first time in 5 years. That's something to talk about. So let's go right to our portfolio and start with what I think is an interesting market right away, and that's going to be crude oil. And this is kind of sneaking under the radar. We've been bullish on crude oil, as you know, but we have just traded. Let's get a closer look in on that. Out for the rest of the day, but it could be possibly making a top on the next market, the USO, which is the ETF for crude oil. If we see a close over 35.10, for some time, there's our signals you can see from 34.70, which is a little bit where it is now, but 33.11 on the weekly. So let's go. But the trend is your friend, and as you know, with this market, we're looking for it to go to the 1550 level, even the 1600. You can see that this is the line of breakout line. This is the energy field right here, and it is headed for 50 to 1600 level. That's the S&P 500. Let's see how it works out. So let's clear the screen and go to our next market. And again, we've got lots going on with this market, and let's see what the next session is. So here we are. This is Apple looking really dismal. And let me just show you our monthly trade triangles, because they don't come in that often, and when they do, here's the monthly trade triangle, 587 to really be, that's looking down, and we're trading at 458. Yeah, that's $130 lower. And that's what the trade triangles do for you. We did not have any skin in this game. We had signals much higher, actually a month earlier. Lifted down. This is a big thing. We were looking for the market to hit 450. And it seems like we are in that mode. Market. The dividend paying on Apple right now is about 2.5%. So in that sense, it's a pretty good way to look at it. But we want to be looking to buy Apple somewhere along the road, but we don't think today is the day to do it. Moving along to Google. I said Google. You can see that's acting pretty well. New highs. The trend is 100. You can see the score here. So this looks like it wants to go up and at least test these highs back in the October range of last year, and you can see that's right around the 774 area. So it's a little bit higher than we are right now, but let's see how that plays out in the marketplace. And looking at the euro is sort of stuck in this 133.50, 70 level, and on the downside about 130. And is clearly on the upside, as you can see right here. Moving along to the Forex. The daily in right here came in yesterday at 1683, currently trading at 1669. So that was the warning to get out yesterday based on our weekly, daily. Daily, so you're out of this market on the sidelines right now. Facebook continues to sort of hover around the 131 level. It needs to go over this high Moving along to our next market is Amazon. Amazon is the juggernaut of sales for e-commerce, and it's going to go higher. So I think we have to just go with the trend on this one. We've got a very large energy field here, and this is what I wanted to share with you. So let me triangles and put them over there, and let me just show you how this energy field looks. Here's the energy field we see, and we can just simply right here, that's where our monthly kicked in. Not unusual for our monthly to kick in right on breakouts. For some reason it just works like that, but you can see from this level here, the 220, if we subtract 220 from this level, gives us 45. We add the 45 onto this level, gives us 310. That's our target 3 months. So let's see how that plays out. Not to say it's guaranteed, but that's what the market measurement is based on classical technical analysis. So let's go to our next market. Lots going on here. Netflix, big winner for Carl Icahn today. He made $250 million on this move. Look at how this market's playing out. All I have to do is just scope it out, and we get a little more dramatic. You can see, take all these. The next signal was 225, almost $200, and then crash. You got out right here. Wonderful timing. You're in and out. You got back in. And if we draw those lines in right there, yeah, we could see this market over $200 again. I think Netflix could easily go over $200. So it's another $50 from here. Netflix. So it's pretty amazing, their penetration. So let's go to our next market. This is Starbucks. Reports after the bell today. This is going to be a really this in here. Let's take this off and let's get a little bit closer up into this market so and see what's going on. So just very simple, just click on the you can see that we've got the tools in terms of the monthly trade trials. We're in here 52, currently trading at 54.42, but you've got go from this last to the right of the pivot point, 44 up to 52. That's $8. $8 added to this, so plus 8. For this market for the time being, and that takes us right up to this previous high. So that's, I think, what's going to happen to Starbucks. So let's see what happens after the report tonight. We're expected to do good numbers and you don't, it can be pretty brutal. So, but the way to be in this market right now is to be long this stock. Moving along to the highs, looks like it wants to go higher, continuing that trend. And we go on to Nasdaq. Nasdaq is being pulled down by Apple. I mean, they hitched their, but now it's going down. It is what I would consider to be a 12. It's a 12% rise of 12% of Apple. So if you invested $1,000 in the Nasdaq, you actually have 120 of it. Well, you did have 120. It's going to be very exciting for Apple to really jump this market much higher. So let's clear the screen and go to our next market, and that is going to be And copper is a metal, and it's doing fairly well. Not great, but let's get a little closer in because that's very large. So there's the sort of sideways move, 70 and 360 on the downside. So not much going on there. Western Digital, I'm going to pass on that because we've talked about that recently. So I think that's going to be about it for the time being. We'll be back tomorrow with some other markets, and you can see Starbucks. We think it's going to go higher, and I think we want to be long this market. So